Hey guys, Aqua Duelist here. It's gonna be a little weird video kind of for me today, but um, I got home from work, came home, was eating a late breakfast or not late breakfast, late lunch, early dinner, and I saw this video pop up my recommended list, and I watched it, and it's a Team Samurai video. He did a Chaos Max deck profile from a few days ago, 28th. Um, and it's a Chaos Max deck profile, and he's running Swords of Concealing Light. It's 2019, and this dude's running Swords of Concealing Light. I like it. I like that a lot. I'm not trying to hate on Team Samurai, but never would I thought I would see a deck profile um with Swords of Concealing Light in this era ever. Like the game's just kind of like gone. Like people just kind of like honestly, they just kind of forgot about this card at this point. And the whole book, the Book of Eclipse, kind of outclass. Like in a way, people say it outclassed it, but because it's a quick spell, quick play spell. I honestly don't really like Book of Eclipse. I like Swords of Concealing Light better. That's my opinion, though. The only thing I will give Book of Eclipse is the fact that it is a quick play. That's the only thing I will give it over Swords of Concealing Light. Other than that, I don't really like Book of Eclipse. Um, so yeah, but the whole point of why we're here today is, will this card actually see any play? I mean, this is Team Samurai we're talking about. He is one of the most influential Yu-Gi tubers in Yu-Gi-Oh! Right? At this point. Um, Honestly, I feel like the two channels that really give card hype the most is him and Simo. I would say Simo is play. I would play Simo over him more. But since he's playing it, I know there's people who are probably just gonna start playing this just probably because he is. But will this card actually, besides that, will this card actually see play in YCSs and stuff? Unless they're playing Chaos, unless people are playing Chaos Max decks, I kind of doubt it. Um, I mean, it could see some side deck play, but at the same time, the people who are would side deck this card, are probably going to play Book of Eclipse in its place. And even at that, Book of Eclipse just isn't really seeing any play right now. From what I know, so the hype like died down on Book of Eclipse. Um, so yeah. Um, but I mean, there's people who are probably still playing this card at locals, and I still have copies of this card. I mean, it's honestly not a bad card. It just kind of, I feel like it just kind of sucks that people, I feel like people just kind of forgot about it, and there's gonna be someone in the comments like, this card's just too old and outclassed and stuff. But or someone's probably gonna say it. I feel like. But for those of you who are doing like locals and stuff, it just want to say this is a budget card. You got your ultras for like $1, and then you got all these commons for like 20 cents. You do have the mosaic and shatter foils. They go around like 30 to 40 cents. And then there's the ultimate rare, which last I looked was around 13 for near mints. So yeah, it's not that bad. So yeah, it's a pretty budget cheap card. I personally, if you are going to get this card, I would not go for the commons personally. I would honestly just go for the mosaic or the shatter foils. This way, I'm getting some retaining value out of the card. That's how I would feel. Um, and if for whatever reason there's a buyout, there'd probably be a buyout on the ultimate rares, but there's not a lot of near mints floating around. So at that point, it would be the ultras and probably the shatter and mosaic rares. So those are what I would go for. If you do have the money, definitely pick up the ultra rares if you're willing to spend like a few bucks to get a playset. It is an option. So and something I do want to point out, there is a card that combos with Swords of Concealing Light pretty well, and that is Prediction Princess, Astro Morgan. Uh, Nobody probably remembers the Prediction Princesses other than maybe the Ritual, just because if there's any good flip monsters, usually the Ritual gets thrown in. But yeah. So flip effect during the end phase of this turn, destroy as many defense position monsters as you can. Your opponent destroy as many defense position monsters your opponent controls as possible, and if you do, inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each monster. So why am I saying this combos really well? I feel like this combos more than Book of Eclipse would. Definitely more than Book of Eclipse would, because Book of Eclipse you have to like time perfectly with this, and I doubt it would really ever happen. But essentially, Swords of Concealing Light, your opponent's monsters are stuck there for 2 turns. So basically, you could set it, and then your opponent's turn, your next turn, you can flip this up, or if your opponent attacks it, it gets flipped face up. If they have any, left, or if they have any link monsters, they would probably run into this. But the thing is, too, if you're playing Thunder Dragons, with this, they actually can't protect themselves because they are destroyed the face down defense position, so they can't actually protect themselves with their float effects, which is nice. And honestly, I do feel like, because the reason why he's running it is because of Thunder Dragons, and I honestly feel like this isn't a bad side deck card or a bad tech option against Thunder Dragons. Although there are a lot other ones that are better. If I was to play this against Thunder Dragons, I'd probably play the I'd probably side an Astro Morgan or something. If you are playing this, or if you are playing this card, if you are playing Swords of Concealing Light, let me know in the comments. I would actually like to know who's playing this card in 2019. I know I have some copies of it, and I've used them on and off over the last few years. So yeah, I know that I guess you could say I still use them actually. So yeah, just curious overall. Just who's running this. So yeah, that's essentially what I think. I don't really think this card is going to see a lot of play, or really any play in competitive play in the competitiveness or competitive area, other than Chaos Max, really, or as I said, side deck. But people are probably going to run Book of Eclipse in this card's place, so it's probably not going to see any side deck play actually, which does kind of suck. So yeah. If you guys like this video, hit that like button. Guys, drop a comment if y'all want. If y'all want to see more of my content, hit that subscribe button. I do 4 to 5 videos a week. Link in the description down below to my Patreon if y'all want to donate to the channel, and to my Discord server if y'all want to join the tidal wave on my Discord. That'd be really cool. That is free for those of you who do want to join. And thank you guys for watching. I will see y'all in the next video.